Hi everybody, so today here we are with the Vaporesso Luxe ZV Special Edition mod. It does come with the, wait, this is cardboard. Oh, not this, it's this. So here we are with the Special Edition Luxe mod. This is from the Project Z. This is a collaboration between Vaporesso and Zophie Vapes. They've already come out with the Vaporesso Luxe, but this is actually the special edition because there were a few changes that were made in collaboration with Zophie. So we're going to go down and I'm going to show you how the menu works. I'm going to show you about the tank and things. Again, it's very, very similar to the original, except for there were a little bit of changes and some extras actually come with it because this is the Luxe edition. So, or special edition or limited edition. Yeah, there's only so many made. Now the card that I was actually showing you, this is actually the special card that they send you. It's got the serial number. Again, there's only going to be a few made, so this is going to be my number, which I am actually number 7. So yeah, so this is something that's really, really nice. If you notice, the back of it is absolutely beautiful. The tank matches the mod to perfection. Everything about it is great. It does have this brushed type of paint feel to it so that you're not getting any fingerprints on it. It does hold 8 mils of e-liquid. It's got some nice features in it, great airflow. And well, let me just take you down. I'm just going to take you down and we're going to take a look at this. Okay, so here we are with the Luxe ZV with the Skrr-S tank on it. This is the package that it comes in. There are going to be 2 variations of this limited edition. This one and then like a marble one. I only do have the one. So that's the one we're going to go over. The box, it comes like this. It says Project Z by ZV edition, which is Zophie Vape edition. And then that it says Vaporesso here. And then on the back, it's going to tell you what your contents are. You're going to get the Luxe mod. You're going to get a strip coil. You're also going to get another mesh coil, a Pyrex glass tube, which is for 5 mils. The tank actually comes with an 8 mil bubble glass. And then it tells you a little bit more about it. Your specs are right here. The resistance range is a 0.03 to 5 ohms in temperature control. And it does take 2 18650 batteries that are not included. So here we go with the package, and then you open it up and the first thing you get is the mod. Look at that mod. Isn't that beautiful? I absolutely love this mod. This mod is absolutely beautiful. Just kidding. This is actually the special card that comes in it. There's going to be a limited edition of these kits made, and this is actually the serial number that it comes with. And I think it's so cute because it looks just like the mod. So yeah, so you're going to get that. You're going to get your Luxe mod. You're going to get your Skrr-S tank. And let me go ahead and take underneath, after you take it all out, you've got this little plastic thing here. When you open this up, you're going to get another little box in here. In this box, it's going to come with your spare glass. Again, this does hold 5 mils of e-liquid. It's going to have some spare O-rings and gaskets right there for you. So that's all protective for you. And then inside the box, you're going to get this silicone sleeve, which I'll show you how to put this on at the end. So I might as well leave that out. Oops, hooked on my finger. And then you're also going to be getting an extra coil. And you're going to get your USB charging and firmware upgrade cable, as well as your manuals, which are in here. There we go. And you're going to get your manuals. This right here has got your warranty information, and then this is going to be your manual. Again, this is a limited edition Luxe ZV kit. And it's going to tell you all your specifications, all your need to know information, as well as the menu, how to fill it, and things like that. But we're going to go over this. So I'm just going to put that aside. And we're going to go over the tank first. Now, again, there is a Luxe kit that is out there by Vaporesso, but this is actually the Luxe ZV edition. It's a limited edition. So we're going to be going over, look at that, how pretty that is. We're going to be going over this, and also there have been a couple changes to the tank. This does hold 8 mils of e-liquid now with the bubble glass. It does have the 3 slits on the bottom, which I am a very, very big fan of with Vaporesso, because to me it just makes the airflow a little bit smoother. And on the original, it was very loose, the airflow resistance, but now it has been made a little bit tighter. On the top, you're going to get this removable Delrin drip tip. It is size 810, but not, sorry, it's been cleaned. It's, but it's not goon style compatible. And then that's the top. On the top, you're gonna notice the knurling is actually the same as on the bottom, which makes it very, very easy to open up because this is top fill. All you do is you just screw it off like this and then you fill it right there. Sorry for the water. You fill it right in here. It's a really nice size. And what I like is that if you notice, it's a little bit slanted. So when you put in the e-liquid, it's definitely going in. So it shouldn't bubble back on you. I'm not sure if you're aware of some of the top fills that have this type of design. It literally can come back out because there's vacuuming in problems with it. This, it won't happen because it does have like that little slant there. And it's really, really smooth to put that back on. Of course, you don't want to over tighten anything, but it's very smooth to put on. It does say Vaporesso there, nothing else on the bottom. And then you go here, it does say Skrr-S tank, and then it's got the Vaporesso information here as well as your serial number. And then of course the stock pin. To go into it further, all you do is unscrew the base. And again, very, very nice threading. I love this threading, very, very nice. And then that's the all-in-one chamber in there. This is where you can actually change your glass. And then to take out your coil, all you do is just unscrew it this way. And this coil that's actually pre-installed, this is called a strip coil. And this one is actually the 0.15 ohm coil. And it is a 50 to 80 watt coil, but it's best between 65 to 75 watts. Now, if you notice, this coil is a little bit different than a lot of other coils because it's got this little gold piece in the middle. That's actually to prevent spitback, which I think is an ingenious idea, to be honest with you. I know that it looks like it's mesh inside, but it's actually a strip coil. So I'll show you the other coil. Now, this is a Vaporesso coil. You can use their other coils in this device as well. So say, for instance, you have some of the GT Core coils, you can use this as well. And so I like the versatility of this tank because you can use any of their coils. So that's the coil that comes pre-installed. I'm just going to put that one back in. And then I'll show you the other coil that comes with it. This coil that comes with it is actually the 0.2 ohm coil. And this one has the same wattage range as the other one, but this one is actually a mesh coil. You can see in there it's more mesh. The other one is a lot wider. That's why it's called a strip coil versus the mesh coil. And it does have that spit back guard in there as well. Again, this is a 0.2 ohm coil. It is also good between 50 to 80 watts, best between 65 to 75 watts. So that's the other one. So this is the mesh, this is the strip. I do want to go ahead and use this one. It vapes just as well as a mesh coil, and it's got just as good of a flavor. And I really love their coils, especially thinking of that. It's got a lot of wicking around the sides. If you notice, it's got a lot of the cotton poking out, which is great for wicking and getting you the best flavor. It's not going to be holding back. So what we're going to do is go ahead and prime up this coil. To prime up the coil, I'm going to be using and fill up the tank. I'm going to be using my Royal Muffin. This is biscuits with apple and strawberry jam. Really, really good flavor. If you like breakfast type of vapes, this is a good one for you. And what I'm going to do is first go ahead and wet some of the cotton on the outside. Just a drop or two, just to get that started or to help it wicking in the wicking process. Whenever you do prime up your coils and fill up your tank, you do want to make sure that you leave it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes just so it can wick up properly. And then you're going to put just a little bit right here just to get it started. Not overfill it though. And then just screw this right back in there. And then it's as easy as unscrewing the top to fill it. It couldn't get any easier. Really, really nice. And then watch how easy it is to fill. See? No, it doesn't bubble back on you. So you can sit here and just go ahead and squeeze it. And because of that little ledge that it has there, it actually makes it smoother to go in and a lot faster, and you don't have to worry about it coming back out. So you go ahead and put in your e-liquid, screw this down, and go ahead and take a look at the mod. This is actually the new ZV limited edition Project Z. And if you notice on the back, it's got this really, really nice, pretty, like flowery picture, which I absolutely love. On the sides, if you notice, without my fingerprints, well, I've kind of smudged it. It's got a brushed type of paint on it, and it was actually done that way on purpose so that you don't get fingerprints on it and you don't see it, which you couldn't get smudged, but it's not going to give you fingerprints. You're going to have your fire button here. There's your screen. Your other side, it's got your battery ventilation here. And then of course, this is where you would actually open up the battery cover. It does have the spring-loaded 510 right there. Really nice. And then to open the battery door, really tight with really strong magnets on it. And this is the battery door. It tells you do not use batteries with the broken skin. I love this warning because it's a good reminder. It does come with the Omni 4.0 board. And it does take two 18650 batteries that are not included. And this is what the inside looks like. It's clearly marked, but I wish that it was in white. That's the only kind of con that I have to the battery, is the fact that it's not really, you have to move it around to see, but it's negative, positive, positive, negative. And then just put your batteries in. And positive, negative, there we go. And of course, if you heard that, that's the vibration. And then look at the magnets, really strong. Look, it pops right on. It doesn't move and it doesn't wiggle. So I really like that. Okay, once you put your batteries in, you're actually going to be getting this menu here, which is going to be your wattage menu. And it's going to, and then if you're in standby mode, you're actually going to already have the clock. So to get into this, what you're going to do is you're just going to press your fire button. It's going to say check atomizer if there's nothing on it. 1, 2, 3 is going to unlock it. If you notice, it's locked here. Now it's unlocked, so now you can see everything. Right here, there's a clock, and then you're going to have your batteries. A and B are right here. You're going to have your wattage. It's showing variable wattage in normal vape strength. It's going to have your resistance as well as your puff counter and your voltage, and then the seconds fired. Now, to get into the menu, you would have to unlock your device, which it will automatically lock once you've actually done anything to it. Once you hit it to take a vape or anything like that, it automatically locks. So to get into it, 1, 2, 3, make sure that it's unlocked. And then this V right here is actually your menu. It'll tell you directly to go ahead and press it 3 times. And then to get into the menu, you're going to hit this V 3 times. You're going to come up with your variable wattage first. So if you select that, this is actually going to give you your variable wattage information. You can go up to 220 watts and as low as 5 watts. And of course, the longer that you have it pressed, the faster it'll go. Otherwise, it will just go in 1 watt increments until you get, I think it's below 100, then it goes in the 0.1. Unless you're scrolling it fast. Okay, then to get back to the menu, this one is your super player mode. In super player mode, it'll go as low as 0.03 in your resistance. This is for RDAs only. Get back in here. The next one is going to be your variable temperature. This will go up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. If you press it again, it'll round robin to Celsius, and it will go up to 315 degrees Celsius and then go back to Fahrenheit. The next one is going to be your variable voltage, and this will go as high as 9 volts and as low as 0. So this is where you would actually choose your voltage. I would only recommend this for people that actually know about voltage and battery safety and things like that. Go back in here. You've got your custom curve in wattage mode. The next one is going to be bypass. Bypass mode makes it basically an unregulated device. Okay, and the next one is going to be the DIY. To get into the DIY, you've got your variable wattage. This is where you're going to choose your vape strength. You've got hard, normal, and soft. Oops, is that a little blurry? Yeah, a little bit blurry. Whoa, come on. Okay, so you've got your hard, normal, and soft. I do leave mine on normal. Okay. And then going over here, your next one is going to be your temperature. This is where you can actually do all your temperature control settings. This is where you can choose between your stainless steel, nickel, titanium, your TCR settings for memory 1, memory 2, and you can also lock your resistance. So if you're looking to lock your resistance, this is actually where you would be. And then let's go into stainless steel. In stainless steel, again, you can make all those adjustments there. You can change your Fahrenheit. You can change it to Celsius if you want. And then down here is where you would have your custom curves. So on the other screen, it did just show you the custom curve, what the setting is, but it didn't let you change anything. Here's your custom curve: wattage, voltage, temperature control in stainless steel, temperature control in nickel, and temperature control in titanium. I'm going to go over to the one in wattage, and let's see, back over here. Yeah, let's go to the one in wattage. In wattage, if you want, just press your up, which is this little button here, and you can actually change it there. When you're done with that selection, press your fire button, go to the next one. You can raise that one, and then so on and so forth. And when you're done, and it even tells you to press your fire button. When you're done, you just press OK, and that's selected. This is actually what was shown on the first one. Okay, then you can also change your temperature control if you want to. So in here, you can do the same thing. Go ahead and adjust it. This is also in Fahrenheit. Press your fire button. Do it again. Fire all the way through. And when you're done, just go ahead and press OK. And there you are. The next one down is going to be exit. Then you can go to settings. This is to reset your device to default settings. This is your time set. And here you can actually do number, which I had on the main screen, just the numbers, or you can have like the pointer, which is more of a clock setting. Then you can also do your date, year, if you want it 24 hours or 12 hours. And there's where your time is. And then where it says long mode, if you press and hold your V, it'll actually mark it OK so that you can get out of it. The next one is going to be your brightness. It's automatically at 100%, but you can dim it down, and then it dims down your full display. I personally like it all the way up. The next one is going to be puff counter. This is where you can actually reset your puff counter. Just press it like that and it resets. Go back to exit. The next one is going to be your smart on and off. This is your smart wattage recognition. I always suggest to leave it on because it's automatically going to adjust your wattage or whatever you're on based off of the resistance of the coil that you have in your atomizer or on your RDA. The next one is auto on and off. This will actually turn it on or off automatically. Screen timeout, you can go up to a full 60 minutes for your screen. So if you don't want it to time out for 60 minutes, there you go. Next one is your key light. These are your keys right here. The V, the down, and the up, these little buttons here. So if you want to change it, if you look at that, it's really hard to see. So then you can increase it again. I prefer to leave it up so that I know where my stuff is. The next one is going to be vibrate. This is the strength of your vibration. I do have it on fully vibrate, but that's the way that I like it. I like to be able to feel it really good in my hand. Yeah, really good in my hand. And then of course the next one is going to be your version of your Omni board, which is currently at 4.2. So, and then to get out, just press your fire button and you're back to the beginning. I'm going to put this back on wattage because I did have it on something else. So there it is. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put the Addy on here. We're going to go up top and we're going to talk about it. And so here we are back on top with the limited edition Luxe ZV from Vaporesso and Zophie Vapes. Again, this is a limited edition, so there are not a whole bunch out there, but there are some being out there with vaporbeast.com, I think it is, and there's a couple other. I'll leave the links down below where you can find it. I love this mod. I love the floweriness to it. I wish I could have seen the marble one because the marble one's really, really nice too. But you've got something special with this and it matches your tank absolutely perfectly. It holds 8 mils of e-liquid, which for me, if you know me, if you watch me, you know that that's my perfect liquid capacity. Anything under like 8 is kind of squeamish because I like the bigger capacity. The airflow, I have to show you this. Ready? Airflow is wide open. I currently have this on 68.9. And yeah, because I don't do even numbers, don't we all know this? But yeah, so this is it. I literally walk around holding it like this because I think this is the most beautiful part about this, is that plus whenever you make any changes to the menu system, as soon as you hit that fire button, it automatically locks it for you, which I think is a huge pro, especially being that it's touchscreen. So you don't have to lock it yourself. You can actually do it that way. I just think that that's awesome. Pros, 8 mil capacity. Love the tri-type of airflow with the 3 airflows. I love the screw off top fill. Very easy to screw off. Very easy to fill. I like that little slant that they did put in the fill holes to help you so that you don't have any coming back at you when you are filling it. The brushed paint is absolutely perfect because you do not get fingerprints on this at all. You will get it on the glass, of course, but that's to be expected because, hello, it is glass. I like that they have like that blue type of tint on it. I think that that just brings out the colors a lot better. So that to me is definitely a pro. The menu system, pretty easy to go through. For newer vapors, probably not as easy as somebody who's a little bit more advanced and knows about temperature control and custom curves and things like that. But a big plus for me is custom curve and wattage mode. That to me is a big plus because I do like to use custom curve, but in wattage mode. I don't vape temperature control very often. So when I do want a custom curve, I want it available in wattage mode, which it is. Let me go ahead and put this on. This is that silicone sleeve. I want to show you, it's a glass protector and it's better than just a vape band because it's going to protect your glass entirely. So let's go ahead and put that on. Okay, so here we are with the silicone sleeve on it. I think that it gives it a nice touch without changing the look of it too much. And it's providing protection because how many of us break bubble glasses? That'd be me. I usually break bubble glasses like within the first 3 days. Don't ask me why. I'm safe with everything else. For some reason, just bubble glasses. And it's always when I'm trying to either change out the coil or I'm trying to clean it. And those are the 2 times that I usually do that. I love the looks of it. The only thing that I will say about this silicone sleeve is I wish it came in different colors because I would have loved to have matched it with my mod. The black does not turn me off from it because it does kind of go with this. With the marble one, it absolutely looks perfect with it. With this one, I would have liked to have maybe a different variation in colors, being that this is a rainbow type of coloring. That's about the only con I have in regards to that. The flavor on these coils is immense. It's immense. I know exactly what this e-liquid tastes like because it's mine. It's my e-liquid, which by the way, the link is down below if you're interested. But I really think it's with the airflow and the coils. Those two have to be hand in hand. Being that it's got the 3-way or triangular type of airflow, I think that enhances the flavor that's coming from the mesh or the strip coil. I've tried it with the mesh coils. I've tried it with the strip coils, and either one is just as good as the other, in my opinion. It's still giving you great flavor. Is it going to be as good as an RDA? No, because an RDA is, of course, immediately right there on the coil. But it's very close. If you like tanks and you like things that have mesh coils, these are definitely up there with it. Vaporesso is one of my favorite tanks of all times for regular sub-ohm tanks. It's just their coils are awesome. Their tanks don't get really hot when you've been chain vaping them. And they usually hold more capacity than most other ones do. Flavor is crazy, but this whole kit right now is a limited edition, so it's not going to be around for always. It's only going to be around for a little bit of time. So if you are interested in this, I do suggest you go ahead and get it. It works just as good as the original Luxe Vaporesso Luxe kit, except for I think that they've improved the tank where it needs to be improved. I think that they've made the changes to the menus the way that they need to. It's very responsive, very quick. I have not had any problems with it. The original Luxe, sometimes depending on the way that I touched it, I had to touch it a different way. This one is very responsive compared to the original, so I really like that. It does take 2 18650 batteries. Please remember they are not included, so you would have to actually have your own. The 2-inch screen is just amazing. I mean, this screen is just, look how big that screen is. The screen is just really huge. I really like that. I love that all of your information is on there, and of course, of course, like I always say, who doesn't love a clock? You have to love a clock. I love having the little time right here, not just the timeout clock. So that to me is another pro. It has I think it's the 2.5 amp fast charging. I want to mention that because that means that this, your batteries would charge faster. I don't suggest charging your batteries in a mod, but if you had to, it does have that 2.5 amp charging. So that's also to be noted. What else? The super player mode, or super player mode. It always sounds like I'm saying it wrong. The super player mode is nice, and I think Vaporesso is the first one that came out with it, and it works perfectly on theirs. Again, it's so that you can use lower resistance if you want to. If you don't want to, don't worry about the super player mode. Working in wattage mode is just fine. Because I do know a lot of people that look at these kits and they're like, why has it got all that extras? Don't worry about the extras, just stay in the wattage mode and you're going to be just fine. Two things that I love is going to be flavor, and I love clouds. This was sent to me for the purpose of this review. It does not diminish any of my, opinions on it. I loved the original Vaporesso Luxe. I love this one just about a little bit more because it just looks so, I think that it's like an accessory piece to me. I love adding like charms and different colors and matching my mods and things. And I think that they did it with this. They made it where, to me, it looks fancy. I love the looks of it. I don't know. I'm that way. But everybody that knows me knows that I'm like that. But yeah, but the flavor on this, I've always loved their coils. It's been one of my favorites. So that's pretty much it for my review. If you are interested, I will leave some links down below. I know vaporbeast.com had it, and there were a couple others, so I'll go ahead and leave those links down below. And I guess until the next one,